Today we're going to continue with matrices. Yesterday we did basic addition and subtraction. We did a couple of scalars, but today we're going to do some scalar matrices and we're going to combine them afterwards. So we'll have a few of these things. Make sure you have a calculator ready. Make this much easier, much more efficient work. So as we take a look at this one, we can see it says given matrix A and B shown below, find 3 times matrix A minus matrix B. Then we're given these two values, the matrix A and matrix B. We're going to do 3 times matrix A, and then after doing that, we will subtract matrix B. I've got a video here I'm going to show for you. I'm going to run. This is doing it with the calculator. I'll add this later to the screen, but let's just take a watch and listen on this. All right, so in this question, what we're doing is creating an A and a B matrix, and we're going to triple the A matrix, and then afterwards we're going to subtract the B matrix. You can do these by hand. That's perfectly fine. But we can also put these in the calculator. So I'm going to show you how we can do that. First thing I'm going to do is hit second and then the matrix button, which is right here below the math button. You can see I've already got some existing matrices, and they are actually the same size as the ones that I have. But I'm going to slide over to edit, and I'm going to input my values. It is a 3x2 matrix. And the input values are 4, 2, and you see how I'm just using the enter button. Don't try to delete it. Just type right over the previous answer, and it will replace it, even if it's a smaller digit. So there we have matrix A complete. Once we've completed matrix A, we have to exit that by hitting second quit, and now we're going to create matrix B. So we'll hit second, and then the matrix button, go to matrix B, edit, and it is also 3x2. And we're going to input the values, 10, excuse me. Remember, we have to use the negative sign. If you do use the subtraction sign, it's going to tell you syntax error, so it's not like you're going to go very far. And then lastly, 0. So we've created the two matrices. Very important you check your answers, like I told you yesterday. If you put in the wrong data, of course, you're going to get the wrong answers. So we go here. And just like the formula said, 3 times the A matrix. You can use the multiplication sign, but it's unnecessary. So I'm going to go 3, and then I'm going to input the matrix A minus the matrix B. And these are going under the names. Names are how we use the matrix. Edit is how we create the matrix. So we just type this in just like it reads, hit enter, and there are our output values. This is actually your answer. So you can get this data in. I'm going to remove a thing on the next slide and show you how we can do this by hand. Okay, so that's how we have it. And I told you I would show you the done by hand. So that's what this matrix would look like if you had solved this by hand. You triple the first matrix, all those numbers get tripled. They distribute in a negative sign, which is a sign change, and then you combine your terms. Not necessary, but it's something you can do. All right, as we take a look at this one, you can see we've got a lot going on. 1/5 times the A matrix, negative 1/5 times the A matrix, followed by a subtraction by 4 times the B matrix. Again, I've taken this to my calculator. I'm going to let this one go as well and show you how we do these. All right, on our second example, what we see is a negative 1/5 A minus 4B. This is a scalar on both of the matrix, or each of the matrix. So we are scaling these in a different amount, but we're going to continue to do this the same way we always do. You can do these by hand. Remember that 1/5 is basically dividing by 5. And then the negative sign would change it to the opposite of. So that is an option we have here. So let's just jump into our matrix. We hit second matrix. We're going to put in A. Now this matrix A is a 3 by 3 matrix. So I'm going to change this to 3 by 3. And then I'm going to put in the data just like it reads. And these are all divisible by 5, if you'll notice that. But I'm going to put it in my calculator anyway. So I'm just going to relieve my mind of figuring all that out, because my calculator will tell me what I need to do. Just make sure, like we've talked about, that you put the data in correctly. Because if you put it in errant, then it's going to give you a bad result. So I'm going to take my time, look these over, make sure that I have put everything in. One of the most common mistakes is to overlook a negative sign. Looks like I'm good on there. So I'm going to second quit to leave this matrix. And I'm going to create my B matrix with the second matrix. Slide over to edit, make B. It is also a 3 by 3. We could not do this unless they are the same size. So this is -6, 0, -6, -5, 3, 4, and then 4, 6, and 2. Will be multiplied by 4, but I don't need to do that work. Calculator will do that for me. So the matrix is correct. So I'm going to hit second quit. And now I just type in the formula just like it read. We had a negative. I'm going to actually set it up in fraction mode. Didn't have to do it this way, but I'm choosing to. So it's a negative 1/5 times the matrix A minus 4 times the matrix B. Push that through, and there is the result. So using our calculator allows us to simultaneously do these actions. I mean, it's really 3 actions, times negative 1/5, times 4, and then subtracting them. So it does it all in one fell swoop. And here is the example done by hand. We'll just kind of talk through this. The negative sign changes everything. So the 30s become negative, so does a 25. And times 1/5 is divided by 5. So 30 divided by 5 is 6. 5 divided by 5. So we can see that action happening to parentheses matrix A. And then 4 times matrix B, we can see all of this action happening here. Once we've done that, now it's just a matter of adding corresponding parts. Top left is -6, so that's -6 plus 24 gives us the 18. -6 plus 0, of course, gives us -6. -5 plus positive 24 is a positive 19, and so on and so forth. So we can do these by hand. They do not have to be done through a calculator. All right, you have your assignment posted on Delta Math. Good luck.